Hello, this is Leo. Welcome to Leo's Emporium for a new video. This one will be a house rule video for my friends that play the wonderful free league game Symbaroum. As some of you know, I'm GMing a very long campaign of that game, and I've done tons of videos about this campaign, about GM prep, about all sorts of things. And so this video will be just a short video about one of the house rules that we use at my table. Now, just before I start, if you're new to this channel and you don't know who I am, I'm just a regular forever GM, been GMing for, I don't know, over 30 years. And I'm taking interest in ttrpg design of my own, but I also do some game recap videos and game prep videos and stuff like that. And this one is about a power that's called Holy Aura. In Symbaroum, there are some abilities and powers that are quite OP, and that's one of them. I have some cards here, so let's check them out. So if you compare with, for example, Medicus and Lay on Hands, Holy Aura is, how do you say, the problem I have with it is that it disqualifies the other powers. So for example, Medicus has a limit of 1 use per day, and it brings back quite a lot of toughness. 1d4 at Novice, 1d6 at Adept, and 1d8 at Master. And it can go to 1d10 if you use a Herbal Cure. Quite good, but still, you have once per day. If you flub the roll, then too bad. The other power is Lay on Hands, and Lay on Hands, you can touch a target, pass a resolute test to heal 1d6 toughness. So it's the equivalent of a boosted Medicus, but you can do it as often as you want, as long as you're able to withstand the corruption that it produces. Yeah, so the master power is quite powerful. You can heal at a distance on Lay on Hands, and you can heal up to 1d12 if you touch the person. So that's quite good. But let's check Holy Aura. On a resolute test, deal 1d6 ignoring armor, which is pretty powerful against Abomination and Undead. At novice level, you don't do any healing. So at novice level, I think the power is quite okay. At adept level, you heal 1d4 toughness per turn to all living creatures within sight. That's where it breaks down. Why does it break down? Because 1d4 per turn, it's not a lot, so it takes a while to heal, but you heal your whole group. And let's see Master. Master, it heals 1d6 to all living creatures within range. Compare that to the Lay on Hands Master. With a typical group of maybe 5 adventurers, that means that one heals 4d6 of toughness over 4 allies, while the other one heals 1d8. So that's just insanely more powerful. And so it will be the go-to healing power from then on. If you let that be, that means that Lay on Hands becomes useless. I really hate it when games create powers that render previous powers obsolete because they're just better in every way. Some games have talent trees like that. That's okay. If you want to have a talent tree system where the next level of the power makes the previous one obsolete, fine. That's another way to design a progression, and that's okay. But when you're in a game like Symbaroum, where each ability and power seeks to have something unique to contribute to the game, making previous powers obsolete is really bad. So that's how I evaluate them when I check the abilities and powers. Some are more powerful than others, of course, but usually there's like a situation where one power will shine and another won't. And these situations are variable. And so as a GM, I can present multiple situations to the players to make different abilities shine. So yeah, so this one needs to be fixed. How do we fix Holy Aura? We will, at least in my game, what I've decided is that it's a simple fix, because I like my house rules to stay simple, to be easy to memorize, to not necessitate a new rule book. So I try to keep the text as is as much as possible and maybe change some interpretations. In this case, I will keep the text of the power the same. The only thing I'm adding is that the healing is a consequence of the damage to the abominations and undead. So that means that in a situation where you're fighting abomination and undead, you are the beacon of light, you are the beacon of Prios, you are the one that will smite the enemy, that will burn off the enemy, that will heal your partners. You're the anchor of the group in that situation, and that's where Holy Aura must shine. In that situation, the healing does not seem OP to me. Because if you are fighting abomination, everything is going to hell around you. You are surrounded. It's like a Fort Alamo type situation. Having that little D4 of healing per round is just like it's a weak regeneration for the group, which can lead to very epic scenes and epic last stands and all sorts of fun stuff. But when it becomes a utility spell that you use, like, before a combat ends, I'll just use my holy power just to give a bit of healing to my group before everything stops. That's gamey, and it's not good, and it's not epic, and it's not what this is supposed to be about. Thematically, Holy Aura is what I've just described. It's supposed to be something heroic, and it's supposed to be the hand of Prios coming down to help you. So that's the only thing I'm changing. So if you're not fighting undead or abomination, this power is useless. So it's a very specific power for a specific situation, which, let's be fair, comes up a lot in Symbaroum. But when you are in that situation, it's a very powerful power. So you're trading off like general usefulness for raw power. You won't get to use it all the time, but when you do, it's going to be a game changer. So that's my house rule for Holy Aura. And that's it for this video. And if you want to support me, and even though I'm not a real YouTuber and I'm just doing this on the side of my games because I like to share with all of you, you can just maybe take a peek at the adventures I published on Drive-Thru. There's one for 5e and there's the other one for Symbaroum. So you can check that out. You can, of course, leave a like, a comment, and all of that good stuff. So thanks again for being there, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.